For centuries, Earth stood immovable at the center of creation, while the heavens spun obediently around it. That was the order taught, the order enforced, the order believed. But in one man's hands, a Dutch toy became something far greater. Galileo took this curious instrument, sharpened it, refined it, and aimed it toward the skies. And what he found there did not circle the Earth. It shattered the very cosmos that had chained human thought for centuries. In Rome, 1633, the tribunal hall burned with candlelight and judgment. Galileo stood before the Inquisition, his beard grayed by years of study, his only companions a telescope and parchment covered with stars. Across the long wooden table sat the guardians of tradition, their robes heavy, their crosses gleaming, their scripture ready to condemn. Their voices thundered. God would not set creation anywhere but at the center. Earth must remain the axis of all things. But these were not the words of discovery. They were the weapons of power. Appeal to authority clashed with the sharp edge of new observation. Yet Galileo did not tremble. He unfolded his diagrams, traced the sun at the center, and showed moons circling Jupiter, phases of Venus, truths that no scripture could erase. Calm and resolute, he declared, nature must be explained by facts, not tradition. The lineage of these facts stretched across generations. Copernicus had drawn the first map. Tycho had measured the heavens with unmatched patience. Kepler had carved their orbits into laws of motion. And now Galileo bore the burden of proof, holding evidence in his hands as if it were fire. But power does not yield easily. The verdict fell. Galileo was silenced, condemned to confinement, his horizon reduced to the dim light of a candle behind barred windows. Yet even in silence he wrote, and though the man was chained, the truth was free. His defense of evidence outlived his defeat. Northward, another voice rose across the channel. Francis Bacon, standing among books and instruments, proclaimed what Galileo had lived, that truth must be won by observation, experiment, and reason. Belief alone could not govern inquiry. Only evidence could. In his words, a method was forged, a method that would power generations to come. And the method spread. Telescopes pierced the night, laboratories filled with careful notes, microscopes unveiled hidden worlds, rockets tore free of the sky. Observation, evidence, reason. This triad became the turning point in human history, lifting humanity from the smallest atom to the vast sweep of the cosmos. Yet the flame had been kindled long before Galileo or Bacon. Centuries earlier, Ibn al-Haytham had bent light through a narrow aperture, proving vision through experiment. Al-Biruni had walked beneath desert skies, measuring horizons and mountains to weigh the earth itself with astonishing precision. Their manuscripts, rich with devotion to reality tested, not assumed, carried the same spirit, the pursuit of knowledge through reason and observation. And across centuries and civilizations, the same lesson emerged. The truth about nature is found only in nature, through observation, through evidence, through reason. This is the enduring legacy of science. When voices of power fade and the dust of judgment settles, the heavens remain, and they continue to tell their truths to those who dare to look.